was a lot of misery in here. I see 1,000 stories. We did stuff in here if we do it today. If the guards would do it out of the new prison, you would go to prison for it. It was our own society in here. The guards took up for each other. The inmates took up for each other. I wasn't a softie. In here, you belong to me. My name is Joseph Munch, M-U-N-C-H, and I'm an ex-chief of security at the old Idaho State Penitentiary. I started here in 1964, and I ended up 14 years later. When you got in here, into prison, you lost all privilege. The moment you walked to the door, you did belong to the guards. The more you sit here, the more you come here, the more you remember the stories now. They are bad stories, you know. It all wasn't pleasant. Some inmates got beatings. Inmates was kept drugged up because they were too violent. So the drugs was given to some inmates in order to keep them calm, like they do in mental institutions. Other inmates got killed in here, you know. Other inmates got stabbed in here. Even the guards didn't know. When you brought in a younger kid, like 19, 20 years old, the first thing these inmates was waiting for was make a prostitute out of it. You have to understand, a prison is never, I don't care which prison you go, prison is always run by inmates. It's not run by the guards. The guards enforce the rules. A lot of people tried to escape out of this place here. We lost some, but we always got them back. If you got into Siberia or in the hole over here, which is solitary confinement, the only food you got was 3 times a day a bowl of oatmeal. The riots which took place here, the last one was a major. But when he burnt down the kitchen and burnt down the chapel, you should have noted he didn't burn down the cell houses because he wanted to sleep someplace. A riot always happened with some kind of mistake made by a guard or by a guard who pushed too far. Oh, I'm not a pussycat, you know. I had a temper. I told him, you get in them cells, so I come in there and we beat the daylight out of you. We did. People always tell me, Joe, you're a legend in your own time. I would be lying to you if I once in a while don't say, well, you're gonna remember me when I'm gone, you know. I had a heavy heart when I left. People remember. I don't want them to forget that place.